the women being the homemakers. Yes, it's still that way and the other way around in this age and time. So when a lady comes along, like who is killing it in her career, some men might feel like their masculine, their ego is being challenged, is being bruised, like, wait, aren't I supposed to be the one bringing home the bacon? Some men are like that. Am I not the one that is supposed to be providing for? Am I not? We have men who actually want their wife to be a full-time housewife. I tell you, being a full-time housewife is not just sitting at home, it's a whole lot of work as well. Another reason could be that those men that don't support their wife, it could be insecurity. If a man isn't feeling super confident in his own career or even in his own ability, seeing a woman who is totally holding it, killing it, it can make such man feel a bit inadequate. It's like, damn, she's half here being a boss, I'm over here struggling to meet my own deadline, and here she is, being a boss, killing it, doing all that. No. You know what? That's all just silly nonsense. As much as you can strive, as much as she's striving, you can also strive. The sky is big enough for everybody, for every bird to fly. There's plenty of room for everybody to shine. Don't take a shine, don't kill a shine. Regardless of their gender, whether male or female. So let's just support each other and celebrate each other's success, no matter what. If you're a career woman who encounter some of this, I call it nonsense though, just brush it off. Brush it off and keep slaying. And men, if you're feeling a bit threatened, maybe by your spouse, by your partner's achievements, maybe it's time to check those insecurity. Check them and realize that there is absolutely no harm in supporting your woman. There is no harm in supporting that woman. That lady, support her. And don't ever see it as a competition. When you begin to see your spouse as a competition, then there is a problem. You are the head. You don't need to shout it. You don't need to take microphone. Whether in a relationship as a, before marriage or even after marriage, you are the man. God has made the man the head of the family. So you don't see your woman, don't see your wife, don't see your partner who is a woman as a competition, as a competitor. It can be a challenge, to support a partner who is focused on their career. I agree with you. Without nagging or picking on every little thing. Yes, when a woman offers her help and support in the home, it is important to acknowledge and appreciate her efforts. If you can come up with some, maybe you run into financial issues and all that, if she offers to help, please acknowledge it. Appreciate her efforts. Don't make her look like, no, I'm not going to take it. No, that will bruise my ego. No, she's doing it out of a pure heart. Woman has the kindest heart I've ever seen in this world, and we know it. One of the key ways to support a career wife without nagging is to communicate openly and honestly speaking. Instead of you making assumption or even misinterpreting her action, it is essential to have a conversation about expectations and responsibilities in the home. By setting clear boundaries, here we are again, boundaries, and discussing each other's need. Don't see that woman as a competitor. Don't nag around the house. Just sit down, discuss it. Both partners can better understand how to support each other without frustration or resentment. We don't have to get to that point of, frustrating each other or having resentment for each other. Don't forget, you guys are partner. In some cases, you are husband and wife. Additionally, it is crucial to show appreciation for the effort that a career wife makes in the home. Honestly speaking, if you have a career woman as a wife, you need to show this woman, you need to appreciate this woman. Whether it's cooking dinner, making breakfast before going to work, or even putting a call through to you, honey, have you eaten sweet? Have you, doing laundry weekends, or even when she got back from work, quickly put some clothes in the washing machine, or even with household chores. You can do all little things. You can help as well. As she's doing it, you can also help. Recognizing and thanking her for her contribution can go a long way. I tell you, woman's heart is so soft. Or just say thank you. She will do more. Appreciation can actually foster a sense of teamwork, and a mutual respect in a relationship. You can't be in a relationship, even two friends, without appreciating each other. Maybe I do something for you, or you do something for me, and you just let it go like that. No. Appreciation. We need to learn the art of appreciation. Supporting a career wife without nagging or picking on every little thing. Honestly speaking, it requires patience. And in this case, I'm talking to the men. It requires patience, understanding, and collaboration by communicating openly, showing appreciation, and working together as a team. Men, you can effectively support your partner, and vice versa. Women too, who are not working or who are working, and your man is also working, please, you are not exempted from appreciating your man. Imagine both of you had gone out from morning and you came back in the evening. God help you if you are living in a city like mine, which is Lagos, and you get back home late. You still have to prepare for tomorrow. God help you if you have children. Do you understand? There's so much. The modern dilemma facing women in the 21st century, and having to balance career success with personal independence, it's a complex and multi-faced issue. Yes, it is. But if we set boundaries, if we prioritize our well-being, if we build a strong support system, if you communicate well to your partner, oh no, women can actually find a way to achieve success in both their professions and their personal life. I've seen a lot of career women that throw in the towel. They give it all up. This is not working because I don't have a partner who support me. I can juggle the two together. I can juggle my home and my career together. I have to let one go. It's okay. Some leave it and come back to pick it when the children are grown or when they have understanding with their spouse. It's so demanding. The home front have to excel as well at work. So both fields need your attention. You don't forget you chose that path to be a career woman. You chose that path that, oh no, I want to be an independent woman. But at the same time, you have to remember that the home must not suffer. It is no secret. Being a career woman comes with its own set of challenges. Yeah. The pressure to perform well at work, your boss's expectation, having to submit report and all that, even advances in your career, that is career advancement, and you have to juggle all this responsibility at home. They can really be overwhelming, really be overwhelming. But I say that when you have the right tools and strategies, it is possible to find this balance easily and even excel in both areas of your life. One key aspect of balancing work and home effectively, like I said earlier, is you have to time management. You can't rule it out. You cannot rule it out. Don't forget your calendar. Don't forget. You can even you can have your to-do list. Some of us are so smart that we have you have your to-do list up, but some of us are not. We just have to write everything down. Oh my God, I know someone that does that. If she has to do anything, even if you're telling her, please remind me, I need to do something tomorrow, she will quickly put it down. If you can, I actually admire that in her. I'm not the one that put down everything, but when I wake up in the morning, I already said, oh, this is the place I want to go, this is what I want to do, and I try as much as possible to achieve it. Because if you go to work and you don't achieve your goal at work, you might feel, I didn't make any impact. And you get home as well, you didn't have, you get home, and again there's so much things that requires your attention, and you seem to be confused, you seem to be, what's going on? And God help you, you have his partner that is not even supportive. You will almost want to lose it. Your needs and expectation with your employer, colleagues, friend, family member, you need to set a realistic expectation and boundaries with all these parties involved. Don't forget, all these parties are involved in your life. Family, workplace, colleagues, and all that. This will help you it will actually, when you set boundaries with parties, involve with you, to help you climb this ladder in your career, it actually prevents misunderstanding and reduce the feeling of guilt or inadequacy. It helps to reduce the inadequacy. Okay, so I was talking about having having a partner. There was a time I was feeling, because my husband, before we got married, I was a banker, he was a stockbroker. So you married a career lady, and everything was going on well and all that, everything was fine. We have activities, that brings us joy, relaxation, doing all that. And along the line, I wouldn't really know what went wrong. Probably I wasn't, not that probably, I actually wasn't communicating. I just feel, oh, it's all going to keep going that way. Okay, he understand. I assume he understand, but unfortunately he did not understand. As I progresses in my career, it becomes so much issue. It generates so much issue that at a point I was feeling, why is this man not supportive? Why is he not seeing things the way I see it? Why does he have to pick on this? Why does he have to pick on that? What's the need? It's not an easy fit for me. It wasn't. It was, and for many women that went through that part, it wasn't an easy one. I was wondering, what's happening? Is it that he doesn't understand? Is it that this, and I won't forget one time that we had issue. I had issue with my spouse, and I was, my mental health was messed up. I was like, I thought this guy understand. We were both coming from, and so why is it stressing me lately? Why is it seeing so much? You just have to pick this and that. And I really didn't get it. At first it's, oh no, the kids, I have, I have 3 boys, and I had all my boys while I was on the bank. So it wasn't much of an issue until when it started becoming an issue, and all that. Okay, leaving the bank, join another, join the public sector, and I was doing, I for one am somebody, I cannot, as much as I love doing business, at the same time, I have to work. When I say work, I mean my 9 to 5. So I classify myself as a career woman, and I will do everything to achieve my goal. When I say everything, I mean putting hard work, and I don't give room for side attraction. Ask me what I mean by side attraction. If you're trying to pull me down, if you're saying negative things just to affect me, not to be productive at work, those are side attraction for me, and I don't listen to them because it's not going to help me. So now imagine you try to bring that up, you already psych yourself up mentally, and for you to have your spouse at home trying to, it looks like he's pulling you down, and I felt, what is happening? I'm telling you, it wasn't something I could resolve in a year, not 2 years, not 3 years, not 4 years, but I kept on going. As much as I don't mess myself up doing what is not right, I made sure I keep climbing the ladder in my career. And my children were growing with it. My spouse will also have it. Yes, we still have we still have issues and all that, but we did not. I personally, I have to come to that realization that, hey, you're a woman here. You just have to do everything possible to make sure that your home front is okay, as well as your work. So what do I do when I have so much pressure at home? It looks like things are not working because this man is stressing me. So he wasn't supportive at that moment. When I say stressing me, not beating up, no, I mean, but mentally, I feel drained. When you don't have a supportive spouse, it can drain you mentally, because any little thing, it will nag. Any little thing, it will pick on it. And you'll be like, what's happening? What's really going on? It's not about what you're doing at that moment. It's about the fact that, hey, no, I can't deal with you. Maybe you just have to sit back at home. And I told him that, I said, look, let me tell you, even if I quit my job and decide to sit in front of our house gate to be selling pure water, you will have issue with it, because I'm going to sell that pure water with swag. And I guess at that point, maybe you sit back and realize that, oh no, this one is not going to, because you saw me as a career woman. You can marry me and then decide to want to reduce me to nothing. If you had wanted me to be a full-time housewife, you will have communicated that to me before we got married. But no, that wasn't even in his agenda. Of course, no, he didn't even. I'm not saying those who made their woman full housewife and they are doing something. No, every man has their own fruits. But that was our own part, was for both of us to be working to raise the family, to build empire and all that. And all of a sudden you start feeling, oh no, is this work? This work is taking too much of your time. This work is taking. There are times, I tell you, there are times I missed some training because I wasn't having it easy at all. But like I told you, a woman, I have to sit back and say, hey, as much as I want to advance in my career, I really need to bring everybody around me along. I need to have this sensible conversation with them. I need their help. Imagine if I don't need the help, the support of family and friends, while I was in the banking, or even while I was in the public sector. There are some aspect of public sector that you work like a private sector. People are used to say, hey, civil servant. They don't. No, there's some aspect that actually requires so much from you that you work like the private sector. And I work in such hands of the government. So it's not the regular, maybe you go to work 9 or 10 and get back 4. No, it wasn't. To top it up, I was the head of the unit. I was the head of a unit. So it requires a lot. And even sometimes, I just have to put everything. I have to be up to date. I have to be up and doing when it comes to my job. And when I'm at home, I have to break even. When I'm not at work, maybe weekend, I try to make up. With my children, I try as much as possible to provide, that motherly support. I try to make my presence felt at home. Oh yeah, don't I go to parties weekend? I do. And days I'm not going to parties, oh yeah. Days I go to parties, I make sure, okay, I still have to romance the boys and all that, And the days I'm at home, we go out. I make sure my presence is felt when I'm at home and all that. So how did I come out? I mean, how did I cross that ordeal of struggling my life, my career life, and my home? I along the line, I had to, whether it's I just had to let this man know that, hey, I'm not going to give up on my work. You just have to realize, what are the things you feel I'm doing that is not right? Can you tell me? Then we can come to the middle. We have to meet, halfway. He was able to tell me what it was, and I tried. Then, it wasn't like I didn't try to attend to his concern. I did. And with time, everything just died down. So you need to have a discussion with your spouse. You need to have a discussion with your friends. You need to carry them along. You need to have a meaningful conversation with the people around you. Let's even forget you having spouse or friends, or and let's even talk about you having your family around you, and they don't seem to even understand why you have to take your work so serious and all that. You have to have a meaningful conversation with them. Let them know, this is the path I've chosen and I want to excel in this path. I need you to help me. I need you to hold my hands. I need you to climb this. I can do it all alone. And don't forget, when you get to work, don't carry every work on your head. You need to delegate. You need to, being a good leader is when you delegate, and you need to put your subordinates through what you're doing. You just have to, you don't want to do everything and want to be seen like you are proactive. No, you have to delegate. If you don't put your colleagues through, then how will they know what to do? In fact, being a good leader and you excelling at that is having trained those who are under you and they are doing it well. Nobody knows it all. Rub minds together, share ideas. That's why I talked about the support group. Find a support group. Why in the support group? Different women come with different ideas, different experiences. Like I said earlier, two experiences are not always the same. From either, maybe from one experience or the other, you pick one or two things that will help you. You need to build a very good network. A very good network, you have to build it. When you have the solid network, then it will help. It will help. So are you that lady who is being challenged, who feels, before I even go there, I see it this way, that as much as we women will support our men, we want our men to excel. We want to see our men up there. Then I see no reason why those men would not support any woman that chose to be a career woman. We have seen some fantastic businesswomen who take their business, in fact, I call it carry your business on your head. Oh yeah. There is this annual program, Women in Business and all that. You need to see great women with great ideas, wonderful, amazing women. And if you're a man that you have a career woman as well, honestly speaking, it's a plus to you. I give you I chop knock with you, give you a handshake. It's actually a plus to you. So don't be that person that you saw that lady as a career person, you decide to settle for it, and thereafter you want to pull her down. No, it is not right. As much as you are working hard to climb the ladder, that woman is also working hard to climb the ladder. The fact that she's your wife, the fact that she's your wife to be, the fact that she's your sister, the fact that she's your aunt, or doesn't give you reason to want to pull her down. I'm glad that we are no longer in that world. We are now in the world of equality, gender equality, and it's beautiful. That doesn't mean a woman is losing her place in the home. No. It doesn't mean that. It just means that I recognize that I can be productive at home and I multitask. Women are known to multitask. Do not let one suffer for the other. Like I told you, anything that has to do with work related, I drop it. People that knows me very well, when it's certain time, I do not pick calls. And if you call me or reach out to me as regard work, I might not be able to answer you, as long as you're not my boss, because I don't have any other job. My boss can call me for a report and it's okay. But I'm talking about maybe, customers, clients and all. I do not. I would rather, that is setting boundaries, because I don't want what has happened in my home earlier that, was causing so much confusion to happen again or to reoccur. So I set boundaries. And when I'm getting to the office, stepping down out of my car, getting into my office, then I drop all the whatever roles I've played back home and wear my cap. I wear my work cap and deliver and be productive at that which I am called to. So I encourage you today, as a woman, please, you can do it. You can do it and you can excel at both, in your home, in your personal life, in your career. You can. Women like us, independent women, we don't have to wait to get things we don't have to wait, for a man to get things done for us before we move. No. So when you have such, I'm talking to the men now, when you have such woman in your life that doesn't have to wait for you to do things before she stepped up, or even help you at home, putting resources together. Now, please appreciate such women. They are not your competitors. Such women or such a woman is not your competitor. She has the soft heart. She just wants the man to excel. She just wants a beautiful home. That is why she will bring us resources together, not to compete with you. A place of a man will always be at the top. And so, on this, woman, I want to celebrate you. I want to congratulate you. I want to appreciate you. You are doing just well. But do not forget your place when you get to the house. Do not forget your place among your siblings. Do not forget your place as a mother, as a sister, as an aunt. Do not forget your place. Do not mess it up. Don't mess up the personal life with your career life. Try to set boundary, time management, and self-care. You need it for a healthy mental health. You need it for your healthy life living. And on this note, I want you to drop your opinion as well. I want you to comment, and even drop some more points which I might not remember to drop right now. Or even let me know what is it that, or you can send me a personal message if you're struggling to juggle this, your personal life and your career work together. I'm sure I can put you through and help you navigate. That is why you need a mentor. That is why you need a support. I am here as your support. I have been through it, and it wasn't amazing, but now I can talk about it and smile. So thank you very much. And on this note, I want to draw the curtain until I see you for next month's edition, the April edition. I remain your girl Last, and I love you all. Thank you. Bye.